What's buzzing in the world of tech and beyond? It's a whirlwind out there, and staying ahead means catching the updates as they drop. Get ready for the essential intel you need to know right now. From groundbreaking AI shifts to the economic pulse and the future of mobility, we've got it all. Let's dive into the fast lane. First up, we're talking about the companies shaping the future of AI. While one chip giant has been dominating headlines, a surprising contender is making waves, poised to potentially outshine the leader through 2028. We'll break down the valuations, the competition, and who might be the real long-term winner. Then, we shift gears to the Wall Street week ahead, with a major focus on that same AI powerhouse as it preps for its latest earnings report. Plus, we're tracking crucial economic indicators that could set the tone for the entire market. What data will move the needle? And in mobility, it's a big week for autonomous tech as a major player secures a crucial permit for testing in a new, bustling city. We also have updates on significant investments and partnerships shaping the future of how we move. Stick around for all the details. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. The AI stock set to outshine Nvidia. Could a surprising company be poised to outperform tech titan Nvidia through 2028? While Nvidia has been the undisputed king of the generative AI boom, its reign might face a significant challenge. We're diving deep into the valuations, competitive forces, and strategic moves that suggest a new frontrunner could emerge. Nvidia's journey since the launch of ChatGPT in late 2022 has been nothing short of astronomical. Its stock price has surged, making it the most valuable company in the world, a testament to the critical role its graphics processing units, GPUs, play in training and running AI applications. The company's financial results have been spectacular, with its data center revenue soaring. In its first fiscal quarter of 2026, data center revenue saw a remarkable 73% year-over-year increase, driven by massive demand from big tech companies equipping their servers with NVIDIA's cutting-edge chips. This surge translated into a significant boost in earnings per share. However, recent reports indicated that this EPS growth was partially impacted by a write-down on inventory designated for the Chinese market. A recent policy shift has since lifted the ban on sales to China, with a new requirement for a percentage of sales to be paid to Washington. This policy change could potentially reverse the earlier write-down, as the affected inventory now holds value. Despite its impressive performance, NVIDIA is not without its challenges. The competitive landscape is heating up, with rivals like AMD introducing powerful AI accelerator chips. AMD's recent MI400X, while not as advanced as NVIDIA's upcoming architectures, offers a significant advantage in memory capacity, a critical factor for AI training. This competitive pressure, coupled with the fact that major NVIDIA customers are developing their own custom AI accelerators, could lead to a gradual reduction in demand for NVIDIA's general-purpose GPUs. While smaller businesses are likely to continue relying on cloud providers offering NVIDIA hardware, the long-term impact of custom silicon cannot be ignored. These factors contribute to NVIDIA's high forward price-to-earnings ratio, leading some analysts to question its sustainability. This brings us to Adobe. Often viewed through the lens of its creative software dominance, Adobe is also navigating the AI revolution, and its stock is currently trading at a significant discount from its all-time highs. The prevailing market sentiment suggests that the disruptive potential of generative AI on creative tools outweighs the benefits. However, Adobe has been proactively integrating its own AI model, Firefly, into its Creative Cloud suite. Firefly, trained on Adobe's extensive library of stock imagery, enhances the creative process by generating images and videos and assisting users in leveraging Adobe's powerful toolset. The company's strategy is to embed AI capabilities directly into its existing, industry-standard software, creating high switching costs for its vast user base of creative professionals. This integration is not only improving user retention, but also driving revenue growth. The recent launch of the Firefly app has attracted new users, contributing to a substantial year-over-year increase in first-time subscribers. Adobe's financial outlook appears robust. Management anticipates AI-driven revenue to more than double this year, and while still a small portion of total revenue, its impact is clear. The company reported strong annual recurring revenue growth, with expectations for continued double-digit percentage growth in earnings per share over the next 3 years, aided by consistent share buybacks. With its stock trading at a P/E ratio of just 17, many believe Adobe offers a compelling investment opportunity, with significant room for multiple expansion as its AI integration continues to yield results. Hold on, because the market is watching closely for what happens next. Next, we're breaking down the key economic data and company reports that will dominate Wall Street's attention in the coming week. Wall Street week ahead. Nvidia earnings, GDP, and inflation data take center stage. This week, the financial world's gaze is firmly fixed on Nvidia as the semiconductor giant prepares to announce its second quarter earnings. Following its recent milestone of becoming the first American company to surpass a $4 trillion market capitalization, all eyes are on Nvidia's commentary regarding its AI chips, as the AI trade continues to captivate investor attention. Beyond Nvidia's crucial report, investors will be closely monitoring a series of significant U.S. economic data releases. These include the first revision of the second quarter gross domestic product, GDP growth, consumer sentiment surveys, and the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation indicator, the Core Personal Consumption Expenditures (PCE) price index. These figures are vital for understanding the broader economic landscape and potential future monetary policy decisions. The economic calendar is packed. On Monday, data on new home sales for July will be released. Tuesday will bring reports on durable goods orders for July, the S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index for June, and consumer confidence for August. Thursday's releases include initial jobless claims for the week ending August 23, the revised Q2 GDP data, and pending home sales for July. The week will conclude on Friday with reports on personal income and spending for July, the advanced U.S. trade balance in goods for July, the Chicago Business Barometer, PMI for August, and the final consumer sentiment reading for August. Several prominent companies are also scheduled to report their second quarter results this week. The lineup includes HEICO, Semtech, Bank of Montreal, MongoDB, Okta, Nvidia, CrowdStrike, Snowflake, HP, Dell, Dollar General, Li Auto, Ulta Beauty, Best Buy, Alibaba, and Frontline. Each of these reports will offer insights into their respective sectors and overall corporate performance. Last Friday, U.S. stock indices experienced a significant rally following comments from Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Powell's remarks at the Jackson Hole Symposium hinted at the possibility of an imminent interest rate cut, potentially in September, although he emphasized the importance of upcoming jobs and inflation data. The Dow Jones Industrial Average surged by 1.89%, the S&P 500 gained 1.52%, and the Nasdaq Composite saw a rise of 1.88%. For the week, the Dow and S&P 500 closed with gains, while the Nasdaq experienced a slight decline. In the bond market, yields saw a decrease, with the 10-year Treasury yield falling to 4.25% from 4.33%, and the 2-year Treasury yield dropping to 3.69% from 3.79%. These movements reflect shifting market expectations regarding interest rates. But the tech world keeps moving, and the innovations in how we get around are just as crucial. Next up, we're exploring the latest in mobility, including major autonomous vehicle developments and significant funding rounds in the sector. Waymo drives into New York City. Nvidia invests in autonomous future. This week in mobility, we're seeing significant advancements in autonomous technology, with Waymo securing a pivotal permit to test its self-driving vehicles in New York City, marking a major expansion into a complex urban environment. This development signals a new chapter for autonomous vehicle testing and deployment. In other key news, autonomous sidewalk delivery robot company Serve Robotics has acquired Vayu Robotics. Vayu Robotics is known for its AI foundation models and a data engine for robots built on simulation. While the financial terms were not disclosed, industry estimates place the acquisition value between $45 million and $50 million. This move is expected to bolster Serve Robotics' capabilities in AI-driven robotics. Nuro, an autonomous vehicle technology startup, has successfully raised $203 million in its Series E funding round. The round saw participation from new investors including Nvidia, alongside existing backers like Bailey Gifford, Icehouse Ventures, Kindred Ventures, and Pledge Ventures. A portion of Uber's previously committed investment into Nuro was also channeled into this Series E round, underscoring the ongoing strategic partnerships in the autonomous vehicle space. Other notable funding activities include ARK Invest's investment of approximately $12.9 million in Chinese autonomous driving firm Pony AI. Grid Aero, an aerospace startup, secured $6 million in seed funding from Calibrate Ventures and Ubiquity Ventures. Group 14, a battery materials startup, raised a substantial $463 million in a round led by battery manufacturer SK, with participation from ATL, Lightrock, Microsoft, Porsche, and Omers. Group 14 also announced it had acquired full ownership of a joint venture with SK in South Korea. In the freight sector, Away, a startup focused on a decentralized Uber for freight model, closed a $4 million seed round backed by Y Combinator and General Catalyst. On the public markets front, Renaissance Capital estimates that Via could raise up to $500 million in its upcoming IPO. Hertz is expanding its sales channels by offering pre-owned vehicles on Amazon Autos. Sustainability and recycling efforts are also gaining momentum. Redwood Materials is collaborating with Caterpillar to recycle battery packs from Caterpillar's battery electric underground loaders. Tesla is planning to integrate in-car voice assistant functions powered by AI models from DeepSeek and ByteDance's Dubbo. The routing company has secured Zoox as its first robotaxi client. Zoox will license the routing company's technology and bring 5 engineers from the startup on board to enhance the efficiency and scalability of its robotaxi service. In legal news, Volkswagen is facing a lawsuit concerning the sensitivity of steering wheel buttons in its vehicles, including the ID4, with allegations that they are too easily activated unintentionally. And in a significant development for urban autonomous testing, Waymo has received a permit from New York City to test its autonomous vehicles, marking the first such approval from the city. Waymo plans to commence testing immediately. Finally, in a unique partnership, Zipline, an autonomous drone delivery startup, has teamed up with Chipotle to deliver digital orders via drone in the Dallas area, creating what could be termed Zipline Chipotle deliveries. But the story of innovation doesn't stop there. The very infrastructure powering these advancements is also undergoing a radical transformation. Next, we dive into how Nvidia is revolutionizing AI data center communication using light itself. Nvidia's Lightspeed Leap, revolutionizing AI data centers with photonics. Nvidia is charting a bold course for the future of AI data center interconnectivity, planning to leverage the power of light for communication between its AI GPUs by 2026. This strategic shift towards silicon photonics and co-packaged optics, CPO, is poised to become a mandatory requirement for next-generation AI infrastructure, promising faster connections at significantly lower power consumption. The escalating demands of communication within massive AI clusters, where thousands of GPUs must function as a single, cohesive system, necessitate a move beyond traditional copper cabling. Copper's limitations in speed and signal integrity over longer distances make it impractical for the high bandwidth, low latency requirements of modern AI workloads. NVIDIA's roadmap, closely aligned with TSMC's COUPE platform, outlines a multi-stage evolution. The initial phase focuses on optical engines for OSFP connectors, delivering 1.6 TB/s data transfer with reduced power usage. The subsequent stages involve integrating co-packaged optics into advanced packaging solutions like CoWoS, enabling up to 6.4 TB/s at the motherboard level, and ultimately aiming for 12.8 TB/s within processor packages, further slashing power and latency. Traditional approaches, where data signals travel over electrical traces on circuit boards before conversion to light, suffer from significant electrical loss. This loss necessitates complex processing and higher purport power consumption, leading to increased cooling demands and potential points of failure, especially at the scale of modern AI deployments. Nvidia estimates this loss can reach up to 22 decibels on 200 GB/s channels, with power consumption climbing to 30 W per port. Co-packaged optics offer a compelling solution by embedding the optical conversion engine directly alongside the switch ASIC. This proximity minimizes electrical signal travel, drastically cutting electrical loss to just 4 decibels and reducing per-port power consumption to a mere 9 W. This integrated approach eliminates numerous components prone to failure, simplifying the implementation of optical interconnects and enhancing overall system reliability. Nvidia claims that this shift provides a 3.5 times improvement in power efficiency, 64 times better signal integrity, a 10-fold boost in resiliency due to fewer active devices, and approximately 30% faster deployment. Nvidia plans to roll out CPO-based optical interconnection platforms for both Ethernet and InfiniBand technologies. In early 2026, the company will introduce Quantum-X InfiniBand switches, each capable of 115 TB/s throughput, with 144 ports operating at 800 GB/s. These systems will integrate an ASIC featuring 14.4 TFLOPS of in-network processing and supporting NVIDIA's Sharp technology to reduce latency for collective operations. These high-performance switches will feature liquid cooling. Concurrently, in the second half of 2026, NVIDIA will introduce its Spectrum-X Photonics platform for Ethernet, powered by the Spectrum 6 ASIC. This platform will include devices like the SN6810, offering 102.4 TB/s bandwidth with 128 ports at 800 GB/s, and the SN6800, scaling to 409.6 TB/s with 512 ports, also utilizing liquid cooling. NVIDIA envisions these CPO-based switches as the backbone for next-generation AI clusters, enabling faster installation, easier servicing, and reduced power consumption. These advancements are critical for improving metrics like time to turn on, time to first token, and long-term reliability in large-scale AI deployments. The company asserts that co-packaged optics are not merely an upgrade, but a fundamental requirement for future AI data centers, positioning its optical interconnects as a key differentiator against competitors like AMD. And that's a wrap on our deep dives for today. Don't miss our lightning round recap and your chance to stay connected with everything happening in the world of tech. NVIDIA's AI dominance faces a potential challenger in Adobe, while market watchers brace for NVIDIA's upcoming earnings amidst key economic data. Autonomous vehicle advancements continue with Waymo's NYC testing and significant funding rounds, and NVIDIA is pioneering light-based communication for future AI data centers. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Let us know your thoughts in the comments and follow us on all social platforms.